So we'll start in a comfortable seated position on our mats. Hands are resting on our knees or our thighs. Beginning to lengthen up through the spine. Allowing the hips and sits bones to release into the earth. Beginning to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Feeling free to close your eyes if you'd like to. Getting the rib cage to expand on the inhales and contract on the exhales. Getting grounded before we start moving. All right, on an inhale, pull on the knees, lift the chest, lift the chin. And on the exhales, curl the spine, curl the chin. This nice seated cat-cow, inhaling and exhaling on your own breath. And if you'd like to, you can rock forward on the hips and backwards on the hips to get a little bit more movement. Being mindful as you reach the chin up that we're not just dropping our head back and releasing the neck. We want to keep the neck nice and active. Same with when we exhale. Our neck is still an active part of this. Let's take a couple more. Inhale, really reach that heart up. Exhale, really round. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and come back to a neutral spine on an inhale. We're going to drop the hands out to the side, reaching the left hand a little ways away. Inhale, we lengthen the neck. Exhale, let's go ahead and reach the right ear towards the right shoulder. And if you'd like to, on an inhale, you can bring that right hand up, rest it on the left side of the head. We're not pulling, just a soft rest. Lengthening the neck all the way through those left fingertips. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Release, inhale, coming back up. Right hand plants, lengthen, and on an exhale, reaching that left ear towards the left shoulder. Same option on an inhale, you can bring that left hand up, placing it gently on the right side of the head. Reaching that right hand away, feeling the strength from the fingertips all the way through the top of the head. One more deep breath, inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release. Inhale, bringing the head back up. Inhale, let's reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, we're going to take a twist. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind us. And you can start looking over that right shoulder. Opening the chest to the side. Keeping length in the spine. Feeling the torso doing the twist for you. We don't want to feel like we're twisting from our shoulders. Staying grounded through our legs, through our hips, and lengthening through the head, through the spine. One more inhale and exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, taking it to the left. Needing to gaze over the left shoulder. Gentle twist. Steady breathing. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, coming to center. Let's go ahead and forward fold on the exhale, keeping those sits bones on the ground. So only going as far as your hips will allow you. Keeping the neck nice and long. Belly's tucking back, spine is straight. If we tuck our chin, it's going to curl the upper part of our back. So we want to make sure that our neck is nice and long. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, look out. Let's go ahead and walk ourselves back up. Switch which leg is in front, and we'll take another forward fold. Inhale, up. And exhale, fold. Maintaining length through that whole spine. Inhale, look out. And this time we're going to roll over onto hands and knees. You can still use that blanket if you'd like to, placing it underneath your knees. Fingers are spread wide, wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, rounding, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. Nice inhales and exhales. Make them full. Keeping that low belly tucked into the spine. Let's take two more. As you press into the hands, you should feel the shoulder blades pulling away from your ears. All right, and come back to a neutral spine after your last cat. We're going to gaze side to side. So inhale, we come to the center. Exhale, gazing over the right shoulder, letting the hips drop to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, gazing to the left, hips drop to the right. Taking that on your own breath. Mindfully moving. Taking a total of 5 on each side. Keeping that belly tucked the whole time. If you're with me, 1 more on each side. Nicely done. Coming back to center. Let's go ahead and move our hands a little bit forward so that we're in a nice plank on the knees. If you'd like to, you can tuck up into a full plank. So we inhale here. Exhale, our elbows bend. We come all the way onto our belly. Inhale, our chest reaches up. And exhale, we send the hips back, child's pose. Okay, taking 5 more. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, with control, lowering down. Inhale, reaching the heart, reaching the feet. Exhale, child's pose. On your breath. Pressing firmly into those hands. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping the belly nice and engaged. And we'll meet in this child's pose, bringing the big toes together. Knees can be wide, or you can bring them together, whichever feels most comfortable. Breathing into the back here. Reaching the forehead down towards the earth, the heart down towards the earth. One more inhale here. On your next inhale, coming up to all fours, we're going to walk that right foot up. Nice bend in the knee. Lengthening the spine. You're framing your foot. Lengthening the spine. Can be on finger pads, on fists. Getting a nice deep stretch here. Reaching the heart forward, dropping the shoulders back. Knees right over the ankle. Nicely done. We're going to press the hips back. Staying in this nice forward fold. Sending the hips back. Maybe trying to keep the toes on the ground, or you can start to lift the toes so that you can sink your hips back further. I like to keep my toes down because then I feel a bigger stretch in my hamstring. Okay, inhale, coming back forward. Let's bring hands to the inside of the right foot, wiggling that right foot out to the side. Lengthening. Maybe you come up off the leg and rock back and forth on the big toes. And then when you're ready, folding, you can come down onto your forearms if you'd like. I'm going to stay upright today because that feels best to me. And you have the option to keep that knee nice and tight in towards the rib cage, or you can come up onto the side of the foot and drop the knee out. Whatever feels best. Just being safe. making sure that the knee and the toes are going in the same direction. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and wiggle that foot back. We're going to wiggle the foot all the way to the left side, planting our right knee, coming into pigeon. Finding equilibrium in the hips. And you might just stay here, inhale and stay, or you can start to fold on the exhale. Breathing deeply. One more big inhale. Exhale. Planting the hands, inhale, making your way up, tuck the back toes. Let's send the right foot back and bring the left foot forward. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, our shoulders go back. 1, 2, making sure the knee is over the ankle. Dropping that right hip down. 3, 4, 5. Okay, sending the hips back. Same options. You can keep the toes planted and send the hips back, or you can bring the toes up. 2, 3, nice deep breathing. 4, 5, inhale, coming back forward. Hands come to the inside, wiggling that left foot to the outer edge. Maybe you come up onto the ball of the right foot, rocking back and forth. And then dropping down, inhaling, and then maybe you come onto the forearms. This is lizard posture. Breathing nice and deeply here. Keeping the spine straight. All right, let's begin to walk that left leg back, coming on to our left knee. Left foot comes down, and your left foot can come closer to your right hip. That's totally fine. Inhale, lengthening, finding that equilibrium in the pelvis, and then folding on an exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale. Planting the hands. Inhale. Tuck the back toes. Step that left foot back. Let's come into a downward facing dog. Our neck is relaxed. Pressing into our arms. Pressing down through the heels of our feet. Nice. Let's go ahead and drop onto our knees. Sitting back, walking the hands towards the knees. You can get rid of that blanket if you'd like to. We're going to tuck the toes under. And if you'd like to, if you want to stick that blanket in between your hips and your heels, feel free to do that. Tucking the toes under, we want all toes on the ground, including the pinky toe. And we're going to sit back on the heels. Nice, even breathing. I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to do some stuff with our arms. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, release the arms back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Let's take two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Nicely done. Inhale, come up. Release the toes. Maybe you wiggle them a little bit. And let's go ahead and come onto our buns. Bringing the feet in towards each other. As close as you'd like to. Opening the feet up like a book. And again, as I always say in my class, if you're having a hard time, your knees are really high, then I want you to just work on spiraling the thighs down. Otherwise, if your knees are pretty close to the ground like mine are, you're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, begin to reach your heart forward. And you can use the elbows on the thighs as little anchors to help spiral the thighs down more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, making your way up. Let's go ahead and extend the legs out a little bit further. I'm going to turn back, lengthening, and then coming forward, curling the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming up. And we're going to exhale, come onto our backs. We don't have time for our usual options for inversions. So for an option for Shavasana today, if you'd like to come to your couch, or if you have a wall close by, I'm going to encourage you to take legs up the wall, or you can scoot as close to your couch as you can and bring your knees up, and you're just going to rest your feet like this. So those are some alternate options if you still want to get your feet above your head while we're in this Shavasana. Otherwise, you can keep the feet together in our Supta Baddha Konasana. You can take Shavasana like this, or you can plant the feet as wide as your mat, allow the knees to drop in, or final option, traditional Shavasana, legs wider than the hips, feet falling out to the sides. And in all of these options, our arms are down around our sides, palms facing up. So doing whatever feels best to you, allowing the body to release into the earth, and breathing deeply. I'm going to come out, and I will set a timer, and then I'll bring everybody else out. So you stay wherever feels most comfortable. Begin to deepen your breath. Bringing your awareness back to the present moment. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, bringing movement into the body, rotating wrists and ankles. On an inhale, bringing the knees into the chest. And if you are up on the wall, you're going to roll onto your side, make your way back to your mat. Same with if your legs are up on your couch, bring them into the chest, roll onto your side, come back to your mat. If you're taking a traditional Shavasana, rolling onto your side, coming into fetal position. Looking inward with compassion and non-judgment. Planting your arms around you if you're still lying on your side. Inhale, coming up to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, let's reach our arms up overhead, bringing the palms together. Exhale, thumbs come to sternum. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.